Okay, here we go. Ta-da! The club speed video that everybody's waiting for. Okay, that was maybe kind of clownish. I don't want to clown. Okay, so anyway, let's talk about it. Right? I've done a couple other videos. I did the Reddit video where I talked about how I got kicked off Reddit for saying I carry my 7-iron 185. I would like to talk about that briefly. Okay, so I understand that all these clubs are made differently, okay? Some people are playing blades, some people are playing more forgiving clubs, whatever you want to call them. All the names for them, they're kind of like an abstract construct. They don't matter, okay? The only thing that matters is when you get out on the golf course, like, can you perform, right? Can your ball do what you want it to do, and is what you want it to do the right thing? Okay, so I understand that the lofts are going to be different on the club, right? The loft, the angle of the face. I understand that. And so not everybody's 7 is the same. So it's always just relative. Like, you know, when you see on Reddit people post a picture and it's a golf hole and there's a flag and it's like, you know, 168, what are you hitting? And people will be like, oh, you know, I hit an 8, smooth 8. And then people, they go crazy. Oh, here we go again. One of these guys, everybody's a big hitter on Reddit, right? All that kind of stuff. And so, you know, they get mad. And then that's how I got kicked off Reddit, because I started arguing with people like, yeah, you know, like, it's not that hard. And people, yes, it is. And I'm like, no, it isn't. And then, you know, they call you a liar. And dude, when I get called a liar, that's like, you could say, like, if you wanted to like cuss me out on Reddit, I would laugh and I'd be like, oh, I can cuss too, and like we could cuss back and forth. But like when people call you a liar, it's weird because you can call somebody a liar. Like you can just call a person a liar flat out, and in the mods they don't care. But if you call them the C word or something, boom, you're gone, right? It's weird. It's weird, right? Because like calling a guy a name doesn't really matter, but like calling a guy a liar to people that aren't lying, man, that, you know. Some people just lie all the time and they don't mind being called a liar. They're okay with it. They just keep doing it. But anyway, let me keep going. So I understand that clubs are all different. I also understand that I'm hitting off a mat in a launch monitor. And I understand that when you hit off a mat, it takes some of the spin off of iron. Off a 7-iron, it's going to take about 2,000 RPM backspin off the ball. Well, backspin's what causes the ball to go high. Okay, and so if it's going high, it's not going far. So I understand that on a mat, it's a little bit lower of a ball flight, and so it's going to carry farther, a little bit farther, right? Definitely. So what you really should be worried about, what the discussion should be when you get into like an argument about how far you can hit one of your clubs, is really you should just come down to like, what's your club head speed with your club, okay? And so with like a 7-iron, right? Like, okay, what's your club head with the speed with a 7-iron? Okay, well, let me see. Let me try one. Okay, this is my 7. It's the orange. I know they're color coded, but just so for those of you watching at home, if you're like, oh, I don't think that was his 7. All my grips are different colors for the monitor, so you can see. So let me just hit a 7. Okay, club head speed, 76 miles an hour. Sweet, right? Okay. If you're sitting there thinking at home, well, that doesn't seem very fast. It's not. It's not fast at all. Okay? $75.5. $75.3. Wow, those that's not fast at all, dude. There's no way you're carrying the ball 185 with a 7 with those numbers. Guess what? You're right. But man, that's pretty consistent, right? Let me hit another 7. Right? Let's see. Oh, 80. Wow. Okay. Pumped it up about 5. Okay, that's cool. But 80 certainly is not going to be fast enough to get me like that 175 carry. It's not. Okay. It's definitely not. But let's just hit another one. $79. Ah, it's pretty close to 80. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, 77. That was a touch slow. That's disappointing. Disappointing on that one. Let me try a 4th one. $78. Okay. I was trying to get them all right at 80, but consistent. So the difference between 75 and like 79, it's going to be about 2.5, 3 yards per mile per hour, right? So if I'm shooting them 75, they're going to go whatever distance. If I shoot them 5 miles more, it's going to go like 10 more yards. Okay? And I can control these speeds. Okay? And when I'm doing all this talking and hitting, it's hard. I'm going to do one video where I just shoot for like an hour. I never talk. And I'm going to try to see how like calm, relaxed, nice, just focused, and see how good my ball flights are going to be. So now let's do another one. Okay, because certainly 80 is not going to get me that's not like any kind of elite level speed at all. There's no question. Okay, and I'm trying to show off a swing here a little bit. So let's now see what happens here. Okay, 84. Okay, we're jumping it up. 84 is nice. Okay, now we're starting to talk a little bit about more of an elite speed. Okay, let's hit another one. Yeah, that's gonna be a little bit slower. Yeah, that was slower. That was even slower. Wow. It's not what I'm looking for. Let me just get 1 second. If you keep hitting too many too fast, you're going to have the tendency to kind of slow down because you're fatiguing your muscle a little bit. Okay. Let me bump this back up to 84. $83. Okay, so let me try now. I'm going to try to jump it up even higher. Now we're back to 84. Oh man. Oh man, but we'll get there. This won't be a problem. Right, now we're up to 86. Okay. Cruising right along. All right, cruising right along. Oh, my screen went out on me. No! I don't know why this one monitor does that. It's going to be another 86. Right, another 86. Probably another, yeah, right in the same range. But you can see the consistency, okay? You can see the consistency. So what I'm trying to talk about is, for one, with my swing, I can get a really great feel. Usually I'm going to start out with like a 50 wedge, and I really can, I get tuned in pretty solid with it, and then everything just flows from there. I'm just coming right out and just trying to whip this 7 around. It's whatever, no excuse. I don't need to make any excuses for these club head speeds for a 85, 86. Right? Just cruising in the 85s with a 7 iron. Do some Googling. Is that a decent club head speed? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 88. Uh-oh. Here we go. Uh-oh. Here we go. Do some Googling. Speed's picking up. Well, I wonder what change I made. Wonder what I did different. Does it look like I'm doing a whole lot more? Okay. Now we're talking big speed. Like high 80s with the 7 irons, big speed, big speed. Okay. So for all the haters, for everybody out there that wants to be like, oh, there's so many variables. I understand it. I get it all. Trust me, I get it all. If I can just show you that the swing, the method that I have, the technique that I have can produce these high numbers. Watch my other videos, the swing path numbers, right? You'll see what my swing path can be, okay? You can see what my angle of attack, everything, all these numbers I'm going to do a video to show all of them, to show how good all the numbers register, because all the numbers just prove that what you're doing is in fact the right thing. Okay? The numbers don't lie. Right? You want to hit one far, you got to swing fast. You want to hit one straight, face to path has to be good. Right? Your angle of attack has to be good. Your bottom point has to be good. Your smash factor has to be good. Everything has to be good. Okay? But without any club head speed, you're not going to really get it around great. If you're out here just swinging like 60, who wants that? Nobody. I don't want that. I certainly don't want that. But what I do want, this is the point, was that I wanted to show you that I could like control my swing. If I want to go back down to 78, that might be a little bit slower than 78. Oh, 79. Okay? If I wanted to slow it back down to get some control, I can certainly do it. Right? Oh, let's pump this one up again. Wow, you're amazing. Oh, let's definitely try to get this down like 77. Might be 80 again. Close. I mean, off by, and if you're on the course and, you're like, okay, I want to hit it exactly, 158, and you're like, okay, 77 miles an hour would be good with this club. If you're actually going to hit it 2 miles an hour faster, how far of a miss is it going to be? It ain't going to be a whole lot. 5 yards? 5 yards long or whatever. If you're playing smart golf, 5 yards into a green shouldn't kill you. If you hit it 5 yards long and that's like off the green, you're not playing smart. Or not yet. You're just not playing smart, okay? Let's try to slow this one down. A little bit more even. I don't think I did. Yeah, see, I'm right at 80. Anyway, okay, let's see if I can really get one going before I end it. Because everybody gets geeky on the speed, right? Everybody loves that high number. 87. We'll end it there. It doesn't matter. When I'm feeling great, I can get that number up even higher, but why would I even want to? When you start getting to like, what is the fastest you can swing it, you would never want to do that on a golf course. You just go to the next club. And just put yourself right in that smooth range. So I don't know. You know, hopefully this makes sense to you. And you know, I don't know how many other people that are having swing videos are talking about, like, not only are they going to teach you how to make good contact, they're going to teach you how to control your speed. Super easy. Super easy. This is not hard stuff. Like when you watch in the tournament and the golfers are talking about, you know, their yardage and this and that and all this, you know, like, oh, okay, you know, and you're like, man, it must take years and years and years to know how hard to hit it. No. It's not that hard. It really isn't. Ugh. Okay, let's just take a second. Let's stop talking. Let's stop talking. Because all that time I was just taking speed swings and who knows where those balls were going. I think that's going to be a little bit right. I think it aimed right. Yeah, that's dead straight, but it's dead straight right. But that's a good shot. Let me aim a little better. That's left. Left of the last one, dead straight. It's dead straight. Dead straight. I don't know. Thank you for watching. Consider hitting subscribe. I'll teach you this eventually. I promise you that I'm not. It's different from what everyone else is telling you. See you.